Good morning and welcome to the Monday, February 7th episode of Morning Coffee and Chat. Hope everybody's doing good. It is Monday, so I doubt it, but good morning, Santee. Who put the ram in the ramalama ding dong? Why do you always got to start conversations talking about a ding dong? I prefer Twinkies myself. Or nothing beats a good ho-ho. It was Bill between Steel and People's Whiskey. Good morning, Rich. Good to see you. Good morning, Stephen. Hope you're doing good this morning. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Good morning, Ty. Hope you guys got your coffee. I got a brand new steaming cup of some Arbuckles right here. I'm going to be screwed when I run out of this stuff. I keep trying to supplement it with other coffee, but the only thing the wife keeps in the house is espresso. Not exactly on my top 10 list of yummy stuff. But I guess when you're craving caffeine, you'll take it in any form you can get it. Oh, guys, it is the 7th of February already. What is going on with these last couple of years? I cannot believe that we're in the second month already and closing in on the center of the second month. Ain't none of us any richer. I don't get it. Good morning, Willem. Hope you're doing good this morning, my friend. How is it the old song goes? Another day older and deeper in debt. I found some coffee called 1850. I've heard a lot of people talking about 1850. I think, who was it? Somebody told me the other day, it was Wookie, told me the other day they were going to throw me together a gift package and throw in some 1850. I haven't seen it around here, or I would have already tried it myself. Oh, my soul to the company store. Good morning, Kaz. Good to see you back again. Glad you got the phone thing straightened out. We have missed your smile. Nescafe, coffee, milk, and sugar. It's exactly what I got in here. I got me a little bit of milk, got me a little bit of sugar. This is only my second cup. I've been up since 3 o'clock, and that's only my second cup of coffee. I've been so busy working on things, getting ready for this week and stuff. 31 subscribers. Awesome, Steven. Good job, bud. Congrats. My wife buys the 1850 K-cups for the Keurig. You know, we have my, all right, Santee. Sounds good, bud. We have my stepson's Keurig out here. He didn't like using it at home because he drinks coffee like I do. We were at the dollar store and found a plastic K-cup with a screen in it that you can slip down in there and put any kind of coffee in that thing you want. Still only makes one cup at a time, but if you pour a cup, start brewing the next one about halfway through, you can keep a continuous cycle going. Coffee made with just milk is lovely. Well, you being the first Welshman I've ever talked to, Welshwoman, being the first Welshie I ever talked to. Um, I've been amazed at how many people from over that way just completely blows the mental picture that we have of people from the UK always drinking tea. My friend Alan, when he comes over here, that lives over in Corby, England, he does not like tea. I went out and I bought like 5, 6 different kinds of tea when he was here 2 years ago, so we could sit down and do the tea thing together. And be damned if he didn't drink the hell out of coffee just like I do, but he is not a tea lover. See here. I haven't tried it yet. I know blend. There we go. We're rambling. Missed the whole thing. It's good. Coffee made just milk. Tactical Fud, good morning. Hope you're doing well this morning. I mean, it's Monday, so my PC still won't start without a reboot disk. That's really, can't you get a hold of the company, Stephen, and order a reboot disk from the company? It seems like you'd be able to find one somewhere, even if you had to go to the local library and download the reboot on a flash drive or even burn it to a disk and then take it home. But you should be, I would think you'd be able to order the reboot disk and stuff from the company that the computer comes from. But don't take advice from me, because you guys all know I'm a technotard. I sit and study for 3 hours, 4 hours just to learn how to do a 3-minute thing on my computer. So don't listen to me when it comes to technology. I've had this thing here sitting under my desk for 2 years. I just picked it out the other day thinking I could Bluetooth it to like our spirit box or something. And you can't. You have to plug the spirit box into it, but it's actually a radio. I thought, hey, I turned it on. I thought, hey, cool. I got a flashy light behind me. Woohoo! We have the combo Keurig. It's both automatic drip coffee maker and a machine. We use the drip maker to make sweet tea. Oh, okay, cool. I can't stand tea. Sweet tea is my coffee. Now, see, I like sweet tea. I like peppermint tea. My favorite is, I hate saying this, because the guys that have been with me for the longest time knows that I'm a sci-fi fanatic. I love Star Trek. I love Star Wars. But my favorite tea is Earl Grey, hot, with sugar and a little bit of milk. My keyboard decided to have a stroke, apparently. Technology, it's got a mind of its own. What does the computer do when you try to start it, Stephen? There we go. There we go. Now we have somebody talking to Stephen that actually knows something about technology. And Rich knows technology. Earl Grey is awesome. It's good hot and makes awesome sweet tea. Only keep tea for visitors. I actually try, when we have the money, I try to keep some Earl Grey around. I just get burnout on coffee after about 6 hours of drinking it sometimes. Now, I mean, don't forget, guys, I've got this like 1 gallon bun gallon plus, actually. I think it's like a gallon and a quarter, gallon and a half, something like that. Bun coffee maker sitting here. And I'll drink coffee from the time I get up till usually about noon. And then either I'll start drinking my Diet Dew or I want to switch off to something else. And that's when I really start craving tea is right about there. And I save the Dew thing for evenings because there's no caffeine in it, and it doesn't make me go at bedtime. So go on, get that off the screen. I won't be watching anybody else's streams while I'm doing my own. Just a reminder, guys, don't forget Friday night, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have got Yelena Wolf from Wolf Haunts Paranormal as our guest on Ghost to Ghost PM live interview stream from Finland. I was actually on her live stream last night, and in the chat, I popped up on the panel for just a little bit to talk to some of her people and stuff. And she's awesome. I love that girl to pieces. She's supposed to be coming to America this year. I'm really hoping we can meet up and do an investigation together when she gets here. God only knows. She's having, the same problems that I have, the finance thing, getting over here, traveling around, doing these different investigations, meeting friends and fans and stuff. So, but it's like I told her, we'll all get there. We'll all get there. Just got to be determined and not give up. You guys know that's my goal for this channel, is to try to get remonetized again with this new channel, get the donations flowing, and actually set them back in a fund where we can afford to go to different locations, travel, to come and visit some of you guys and do investigations and stuff where you live at. Get you involved in the investigations. It helps get new equipment. It helps, my God, it helps travel expenses, hotels, everything. So let me see here. I like iced coffee. My wife loves iced coffee. She does not like hot coffee at all. She loves to make iced coffee, and she'll sit and she'll drink off it for 3 or 4 days, and then she'll make a new pitcher of it, stick it in the fridge. I'm doing okay, trying to get the kiddos up and dressed for school. School. They don't want to cooperate this morning, do they? It's kind of like other people getting up on a Monday morning, getting dressed and ready to go to work. I know there's been a couple of times the wife's looked outside praying for a flat tire. We lost the rugby union game on Saturday. What's the rugby union game? We don't follow rugby that much here in the States. It's now, I mean, don't get me wrong, to me it's interesting. It's like playing cricket, but I don't understand it. I know nothing about it. So, please explain how do you play rugby? I mean, that's like going to Scotland and playing lawn bowling. I don't understand how you get a ground so level you can roll a ball in the lanes and knock pins down without the ball bouncing all over the yard. The oldest never does. She absolutely hates school. She tries everything to get out of going. What happens when you push the power button on the tower? Does it do it? It's the start of the Six Nations Championship. Oh, okay. I got you. I got nothing else to do today besides make the new intro for the Friday night live stream interview. I might sit down and try to catch some videos on rugby so maybe I can understand it. I know that some of our like Revolutionary War reenactments or War of 1812 reenactments, there's some guys from Canada and some fellows from here in the States that go around and get like cricket games started and stuff. Try to get other people to come in and teach them how to play cricket. So I might sit down and try to watch some rugby and some cricket. Um, Try to get an idea how they work. Rugby is one of the sports I watched during the Summer Olympics. We got England, Scotland, Ireland, France, Italy, and Wales. Huh. Interesting. No, no, not Eleanor. Yeah, Rigby, exactly. I'm gonna find me an old Beatles video of Eleanor Rigby. Rugby union is like a religion in Wales. Wow. Yeah, I had no clue how it works. I think I've seen like really short clips of rugby, but I don't know how it works. And as for cricket, man, I'll tell you what, I always figured you'd have to know what a crumpet was to understand cricket. That just seems like, then again, I'm an old man, so learning new games. It's like when my wife sits down and tries to teach me new card games. After about 3 minutes of instructing, I cross my eyes, hang my tongue out of the side of my head, and lay my head back. She's like, "You're not getting any of this, are you?" I said, "No, just the Olympic tournament during the summer games. I don't watch the junior league matches. Can't get it here." Yeah, you would think, um, since we do have like BBC America and stuff like that on a lot of our streaming channels and things, that we'd be able to pick up some of the sporting events from the UK, but we really honestly don't. They they fill them up with the TV sitcoms, and I can't even find my talk shows from England that I like to watch. So, but I can sure watch the hell out of some Doctor Who when I get bored. Woo-hoo. Okay, Rich, have a look on YouTube. They probably got games. Oh, they do. They've got games on there. Rugby league is crap. Union is the game. When I was a kid, my grandmother on my dad's side used to watch rugby on ESPN. BBC America plays Star Trek The Next Generation more than it does anything from the UK. Peacock has some rugby. Peacock we got. I'll check into that. I'll drive the wife insane. She'll get home tonight. I'll be sitting there at the foot of the bed screaming at the TV. I'll already have picked my teams by then. Oh man, busy month. Well, not compared to some of our months, but my God, I have been running around like a chicken with my head cut off, trying to get guests for our live streams, trying to get investigations set up. The guys have all been working, trying to get more investigations set up for this year. Mark is working he's working 12 to 16 hours a day on his job, going home, working on 3 different projects right now. Not only does he have a listing or have everything listed about the Civil War soldiers from the state of Michigan, where they mustered out of, where they served, what happened to them, when they were discharged. Now he's working on a listing of all of the members of the 10th Michigan, where they served at, what happened to them during the war, when they discharged, what happened to them after the war. Plus, we've got investigations. We have conventions that we're taking part in this year, setting up. We're trying to get things together for that, banners, trying to get videos burnt onto DVD so we can play them on the big screen behind us when we're doing the conventions and stuff. Busy. 2022 is going to be our year, guys. We lost to Ireland last Saturday. Fair play. They slaughtered us. Wow. Good morning, Live Lounge Liquids. Good to see you this morning. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for coming in and joining the group. Our morning chats are pretty much relaxed, kick back, talk about whatever. Get the week started with friends and family, that kind of thing. It goes pretty well thus far. I've been up for about 5.5 hours. So far, it's going pretty well. Ask me again tonight. That's the best I can tell you. Hope you're doing well this morning. Like I said a little bit ago, I've got to get the intro for Friday night's live stream interview with Elena Wolf from Wolf Haunts Paranormal in Finland. That's going to be great, guys. I'll tell you what, I've been watching her videos on her channel, especially the Demon House, parts 1 and 2. And for her only being in the paranormal field for about 6 months, she's getting into some good stuff over there. Drew is going to regret tonight's show. Open mic night at the Comedy Cub never ends. Good, that's what I want. I want 2 hours of hilarious jokes, it's time for us just to all get together and laugh. What's the weather like across the pond? Right now it is 27 degrees. Our high today forecasted is 28 degrees. No snow in the forecast today. As of the last time I checked, there's no snow forecasted for the entire week. Yay. Because right now everything we got out there is covered in a sheet of ice. Almost wish I could have had somebody film me pulling the trash can down that 100-foot driveway out to the road for the trash people to pick up. I think for probably about 12 feet, I just held on to it and skied down the slope towards the road, and finally got traction right before I got to the road. Just spun the trash can around and said bye to my daughter waiting on her bus, and came back in here. I'd like to be kidnapped sometimes. I was talking to the guys in our chat for the Midwest Parahistoric Society this morning, and I told them, one of them made a remark about they hoped everybody was safe and healthy and everything, and I told him, I said, well, I'm sitting here in the studio working on things for the channel, the same exact thing I do the other 6 days of the week. The only time I get to leave the house is when we have an investigation or the wife needs me to run to the store with her. So, yep, I'm safe and healthy. You got to go out and do something to risk your health or your safety. You need to watch my show from last night if you want to have a good laugh. I didn't really have any topics, so I turned it into a roast primarily. One of my regulars, I've thought about doing a roast kind of thing, or having a roast for myself and just opening up the panel for people to come up and toast my butt. It's how you know when people really love you, when they take the time out of their schedule to come up there and just rip you to shreds. I'm going to have to watch that, though. So I tell Redman, here's a sign to it's cold and wet here in Pembrokeshire, per usual. Nothing beats a UK winter. Cold and wet. Sounds like my ex-wife. Just cold here. I actually went outside. I took the trash can out this morning, and just this, no coat, nothing. It's like wow, 27 degrees, man. It's like that's like a heat wave. Till I got down to the end of the driveway and felt the wind coming up the road off the lake, and it's like, oh, time to go back in, not a heat wave. The show started sad because we lost a member of YouTube Firearms content creator family. Due to COVID, did a short tribute to him at the beginning. No, that's really sad. We've lost, that I know of, counting counting your creator, we've lost six content creators on YouTube, just that I know. Five that I know, and then that one, yours makes six in the last 6 months. And then we lost early last year. We lost one of our regulars. That, she had been coming on my channel since the beginning, even the old channel. Amanda Maya, I think was her name. It's sad. It's sad. Should I'll bring you here. It's a heat wave. I was outside shirtless and didn't freeze. We got the north wind here. It's biting. The group I belong to has lost 4 in the last 2 weeks due to cancer, due to COVID-related illness. Wow. That's really sad. Everyone that I know of, the 6 that I know of, has all been COVID related. That's sad, especially when they're regulars in your group or regulars in a group that you belong to. It's the whole group feels the loss. Now, rest in peace, Willie Bullet Man. That's yeah, it's rough. But yeah, definitely spread the word out, guys, about tonight's live stream. I would like to have a buttload of people in here tonight, not doing anything but telling jokes, having a good time, laughing, sharing the ha-ha and the funnies. If we can't have fun together, why do we do what we do? Sounds good, Kaz. It should be a good show. The whole reason I decided to do it is when last Wednesday evening, we were just having our normal stream, and just out of the clear blue sky, we started telling jokes. And I got to admit, most of them were a little bit more adult in nature, which doesn't bother me. We've only got like one person under the age of 18 in here, and he doesn't even show up that often. But it was funny. Oh my God, some of the jokes coming out, especially coming from Marco. Rich, I think, was getting in on it. It was just funny. Oh my God, it was hilarious. And I thought, man, we need to have an evening that's just joking and playing and having fun. Because, it's like I just said, if you can't enjoy each other's company and you can't laugh and make each other laugh and have fun, why the hell do we do what we do? Maybe sometime here in the month of February, we will do that roast thing. Yeah, when we were all telling the Andrew Dice Clay jokes and stuff like that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Old Mudda Hubbard went to the cupboard to get a poor dog a bone. Oh, the Dice Man cometh. If you want to really laugh, you need to get on YouTube and you need to look up the Dice Man cometh and just watch his stand up. When he quit touring and doing stand up, man, it's like when Eddie Murphy quit doing stand up, or when Sam Kinison passed away, or Richard Pryor when he quit doing stand up and started doing a bunch of acting and everything. The days of raunchy, funny stand up passed on with them, passed into history. So what's everybody else got going on this week? I've been sitting up here talking for 38 minutes. Somebody else's turn. What do y'all got going on this week? George Carlin was the best. I never heard Red Fox's stand up. Never heard Red Fox's stand up. But I remember listening to Pryor. I remember listening to Carlin. I got so much trouble from my mom when she came up into my room and heard me listening to a cassette of George Carlin. She's like, "What in the hell are you listening to? Give me that right there." Whenever I wanted to listen to it, I just had to go out in the garage and get it because she gave it to my dad. He put it in his radio in the garage, laughed his butt off, and left it in the radio out there. So whenever I wanted to listen to it, I just had to go out in the garage and play it out there, or kidnap my tape, take it back up into my room, listen to it, and then take it back out, put it in the garage. Red Fox, Hot Nuts. I heard Red Fox had an ornery side to him. But yeah, I've never heard his stand up. My brother and I got busted watching George Carlin special on HBO when we were supposed to be in bed. I'll tell you what, now that I think about it, I think I got in more trouble for my choice of comedians when I was a teenager than I ever did for my choice of music. Because I remember my mom flipping out when I got my hands on Sam Kinison, Louder Than Hell. I thought she was going to have a stroke when I had it cranked up, laughing my butt off to it. She come up the staircase to put clean clothes away in my sister's room, and she heard it. I thought she was going to have a stroke and fall backwards down that staircase. She told, when my dad came home that night, she told him, she goes, "You should have heard the raunchy shit he was listening to. I don't know who this guy was, but all he did was, oh, oh," cussed and screamed and Made no sense. My dad came upstairs and said, "What is it?" And I played a little bit of it for him. He goes, "Can I borrow that?" Red Fox is extremely blue comedy. Oh, wow. Everyone remembers Red Fox from Sanford and Son and don't realize he was a super raunchy stand-up. Buddy Hackett. Oh, my God. I remember seeing old clips of Buddy Hackett. Wow. That's all I can say is wow. Whatever happened? Whatever happened to good old blue comedy stand-up? Well, our numbers are going up and down this morning, guys. Um, we're going to keep going, though, only because, like I said, I ain't got nothing else to do. Good morning, mi amigo. Hope you're doing good this morning, my friend. PC culture can't offend anyone anymore, or you get canceled. Look at what they're trying to do to Chappelle. Yep. Oh, I know. Poor Dave. I'm good. I'm good. Been up for almost 5 hours and got a little bit done this morning. Got a little bit more to do and not a lot. Not a lot. I try to keep my Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays to only my live streams. Only my live streams. Tuesdays and Thursdays, Sundays. That's pretty much my work days. That's when I have to get my videos compiled and do all my editing and stuff like that. But Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, pretty much just sitting here like a bump on a frog's butt. Anyone know the world's dirtiest joke? No. No. I don't think I have ever heard a joke that tops them all. Here, guys, I gotta go. Got some shit to do, so hopefully catch up with y'all tonight or Friday. Won't be here Wednesday, so take care. All right, Kaz, you do the same, sweetie. Take care of yourself, and if we don't see you tonight, we'll catch you on Friday. Be careful, stay warm, and we'll talk to you later. Thank you, Marco. Thank you. What I've been doing, guys, and I said something to Santee about it early this morning. He messaged me about the video, and what I've been doing is, if you remember way back, a lot of these videos will seem familiar to you, especially the ones I put out on Sunday, because what I've been doing is I've been going back into my archives from the old channel, and the 60 some odd videos that I was able to save out of the 975 videos we had on the old channel. When I uploaded them to this channel, nobody went that far back in our videos and started watching them. Some of them have 8 views, some of them have got 2 views, some of them have 1 view. So I've been going back in and rehashing the old videos so people will watch them again. And it seems to be working. You know, hence why in the Melonhead video, I made the remark about it being the Halloween season. Nobody really said anything about that. They just got too much enjoyment out of seeing my head on a pike, I guess, to worry about what I said in the video. Yeah, some of them you will still see me with my long hair and, you know, my cowboy cut on my mustache and everything. Yeah, there's quite a few of them in there like that. Good morning, Tony. Hope you're doing good this morning, sir. Hope things are starting to thaw out for you over there in Illinois. We're actually having a heat wave this morning. We started off in the upper 20s. It's gone down a degree. It was 27 at 3 o'clock. It was 27 at 5 o'clock. Our high today is 28. It's actually dropped to 26 now. So I'm good and done with winter. I've still got a snowboarding challenge to do. I think the wife was actually talking about going out to our tubing park tomorrow or Wednesday. So that video might be up this week. That was a comment about Halloween. Yeah, I remember you saying something about Halloween. 10 degrees. Oh, burr. Burr. No, I'm going to have my wife, I'm going to have my wife videotape that, Tony. I wish I had more than one camera, because I would actually have my daughter down at the bottom of the hill filming me coming at her, and have my wife somewhere midway on the hill filming me going down. Going down being the operative phrase there, because I have very little, I have no doubt, let me put it that way, I have no doubt that I'm going to wind up on my butt. But the way I figure it, if it makes y'all laugh, I will be the fool. I will be the court jester for y'all and just make you laugh. It was above freezing yesterday, so I suppose should be. Man, we haven't seen above freezing yet since all this crap started. We got up to 30 the other day, and that's as close as we got to getting anywhere near freezing, let alone above it. Um, I got a feeling it's yeah, it's just going to get colder. Just remember, the older you are, the harder the ground. That's why I didn't get a chance to do the snowboard thing last year. Is because we didn't have enough snow, and I was not about to hit frozen ground. Um, this year we got 8 inches of snow out there at the park that we tube and sled and stuff on. So we got plenty this year. Skateboard would work. You're not seeing this on a skateboard. I've attempted a skateboard um, twice in my life, and no, no, concrete is not forgiving. It doesn't fluff. You don't sink down into it. You kind of think about an onion on a grater. You know, you're sitting there and you're grating an onion to cook with or something like that. At the right speed, that's what the human face looks like when you fall down on concrete, like you're grating an onion. No, snowshoes is safer. I wish I had a pair of snowshoes. I've actually been looking for a decent source of rawhide to make an old pair of snowshoes. I did the skateboard when I was 16 for about an hour. F this, I would rather drive. One of my sons was a wood pusher when he was a teenager, and he actually got really good. I was amazed at some of the things he could do on that skateboard. But yeah, not me. Not me. Number one, when I grew up, um, we didn't have flat ground to do it on. We had a gravel driveway and we had a concrete road. That, yeah, way too many bumps. You couldn't pick up the speed. The ridge in the center of it, that would always trip you up when you tried to go down the middle of the road. I mean, we didn't have any traffic. That's where I learned to ride motorcycle and stuff. That was out there on our country roads. You might have 3 cars all day long go up and down that road until harvest time. But yeah, nope, not a skateboard. More like when you're grating cheese, the grater takes out a big chunk of, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Um, Dixie Gun Works. You know, I would love to be able to order stuff from Dixie Gun Works. To me, they got some of the best stuff around. That old dirty dollar always seems to get in the way. Well, I should say the absence of the old dirty dollar always seems to get in the way. Um, oh my God. Oh my God. Talk about old dirty dollars. I had finally got enough, and you guys are gonna, I know you're gonna share my pain, especially, you know, if you like your cigars and stuff like I do, and it keeps you calm and cool. I finally got enough little $1 and $2 donations to get me a box of cigars because, you know, the people down the road ordered a whole case, 12 boxes of cigars for me 2 weeks ago. And they got them hidden in the back room where only I have access to them because I'm the only one that smokes them unless they run out of something else and other people start smoking or buying my cigars up. So I finally had enough little $1 and $2 donations to go down and get a box yesterday. And I checked my PayPal. I made sure the $20, $24, $25 was there. And I took off walking down the road. It took me 7 minutes to get there. I got there, grabbed a box of cigars, went to pay for them. I had $3 and change on my card. In that 7 minutes, StreamYard had taken out their $25 for the month of February. I was pissed when I got home. It's like, okay, I've got 2 packs of cigars left and no way to get any more. I was mad as hell, especially because they always contact me by email, let me know they're going to take the money out. They didn't. They just ran it, took it out, and it's like I got back down here at the house. It was cold yesterday too. It was only 17 degrees. And I walked down there to get my cigars and stuff, and they weren't there, or I didn't have the money for them. And it's like, oh my freaking God. It's like if I had the money, I would just go down there and buy what's left of the case. And that way I don't have to worry about going down there for the next couple months. Well, next month and maybe a week. Then look for a suede jacket or the like at a secondhand shop cut into strips. Huh. Amber leaf rolling tobacco. Wow. You know, I used to smoke cigarettes. And then when I started smoking the cigars, it was like, oh, now this has got the right amount of menthol. These taste good. I don't smoke them as fast. This is why second bank account is useful. And you know, normally I don't have an issue with my PayPal card like that. But like I said, they've always told me in advance they were going to take it out before, but they didn't this time. So yeah, I never worried about a second account. When I was monetized last year, my my pay from YouTube went into our bank account. My wife just transferred it to my PayPal card because that's the only card that I have. That way I always had access to all of my money. All my donations automatically go on the PayPal card. She would deposit my paycheck on the PayPal card, and everything was hunky-dory. But yeah. So now, right around the 6th of the month, every month, I have to make sure that I have that money set right there only for StreamYard. See, I'm more addicted to the menthol, Tony, than I am nicotine. If I have to sit and smoke regular cigarettes or something, if I do run out of my cigars and I have to smoke regular cigarettes or something, they make me sick at my stomach. I fire up a menthol. Now my wife's cigarettes, I got to cut 3/4 of the filter off of to even come close to one of these, but man, there's a lot of videos debuting this morning. I have a checking and savings account. The savings account is accessed, cannot be accessed by anyone but me. Ah, okay, I got you. Yep, I have my PayPal card and I use it for everything. I very seldom ever keep cash on me. Um, Menthols for potheads and girls. Well, I am neither, but I do like my green haze cigars. They are Supreme Blend out of Dallas, Texas, and I'm still gonna go after them for sponsorship. Well, I don't smoke pot, and I stood up to pee this morning, so yeah, I'm sticking with the not a pothead nor girl thing. Well, oh, I know. I love sitting down and smoking a cigar with my friends, especially when we're sitting down and we're drinking together and stuff. I love a good cigar or one of those backwoods if I want to be in character. Yeah, see, that's why I like these big fat boys. When when I'm sitting down at the card table playing cards, something like that, you'll always uh you'll always catch a pack of those green haze in my pocket. Yeah, I can't either, Tony. I've tried. I've even went out before and bought rollers and tried to make it work. And yeah, they always come out all whopper jammed or the paper tears on them or something. Besides that, I've not found a rolling tobacco yet that is as strong as I like it. Many years ago, I had a girlfriend that was in menthol cigarettes. It was actually an ex of mine that got me started smoking menthols about 23, 24 years ago. She liked to smoke them, and she got me started on them. And I was had dropped her off at a friend's house, and I was going to grab some cigarettes, and she gave me one of hers, and it's like, huh. And she was smoking, what were those? Newport Ice, and they were real smooth. And I that's what I bought when I went to the store, and I've been hooked on menthol ever since. My brother's pothead. He smokes Newports. That's what my stepson smokes too. Newports in the late '80s. They were popular here. New menthol cigarettes, believe it or not, are very popular. Uh, More so popular than regular cigarettes in several states. People like the flavor, and then of course you've got the little cigars, the little mini cigarilla things called Cheyennes, and they come in like 12 or 14 different flavors. They've got menthol, they've got regular, they've got grape, they've got passion fruit, they've got peach. Oh God, Caribbean blend or something like that. My wife's youngest brother smoked Cools and told him menthol was for chicks and potheads. He switched to Marlboro Lights. My grandmother smoked Cools. Like menthol in many things except tobacco. I like tobacco flavor. Thank you. Only time I smoke menthol when I would have a sinus infection and clear you out. I'd get menthol or get Marlboro menthol when they came out with those. The only menthol I smoked. See, years and years ago, when karaoke first started um, here in the Midwest, um, the menthol would help keep me cleared out so I could sing, um, oh God, Night Ranger, White Snake, um, Def Leppard, uh, all kinds of stuff like that. Another little trick that a lot of people don't realize when you're off having a good drink with the friends and they got karaoke playing at the bar, every once in a while take a shot of lemon juice. That will clear you out like there's nothing. You'd be amazed what kind of things you can do when you take a little tap of lemon juice once in a while, or hot damn, whichever they have on hand. I love the smell of pipe tobacco too. I've got a I've got a menthol pipe tobacco that I'll smoke with that old tavern pipe of mine when I'm doing like a Revolutionary War event or something like that where they didn't have cigars. Um, you'll catch me when the crowds are around hitting that tavern pipe of mine, and that's what I've got in there is menthol pipe tobacco. Lemon juice and bourbon. That sounds yummy. What's this? Oh, it's another deal from Roku TV. Glug, 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 glug. I've got a clay pipe. You know, I've got a clay pipe that was sent to me by one of my viewers a year and a half ago. It's broken. It's an original clay pipe that was found at a excavation site, and he sent it to me. The pipe that I use, though, let me see here. Oh, this is the pipe that I use a lot of times. You know, it's a good smoking pipe. It's just about 18 inches long. So, and of course, you know, it breaks down. So, but she's a good little pipe. And you know, everybody gets a good laugh teasing me about my Hobbit pipe. When she was working in a bar here, she taught me that. Lemon juice, tea, honey, and a shot of Jack. Wow. Hated Jack Daniels. It's like licking a charcoal briquette. Church warden. That's what my daughter's pediatrician told us to give her when she'd get bronchitis. There is a Rusty in the house. Look at that. The Rusty man done showed up, snuck in the door, started throwing down some history. Booyah. 1795, 11th Amendment to U.S. Constitution ratified, affirms power of states. 1812, 8.2 earthquake shakes New Madrid, Missouri. (1817) Baltimore becomes the first American city lit by gas street lamps, with the first turned on at Market and Lemon Streets, currently Baltimore and Holiday Streets. Whoop, whoop. It's like 50 miles from my place. Well, now you know, at least in Missouri, you don't have to worry about that many blizzards, just earthquakes. 1818, first successful U.S. educational magazine, Academician, begins in New York City. Oh, God, my headache's coming back. 1827, ballet Deserter, introduced into U.S. at Bowery Theater, New York City. Tornadoes are the bigger threat, I would say. I guess, if you want to consider them. 1839, Henry Clay declares in Senate, "I had rather be right than president." Makes sense. 1862, Federal fleet attack on Roanoke Island, North Carolina. It's another place I would like to go and investigate. I would love to go to Roanoke and Krakatoa. (1864), federal troops occupy Jacksonville, Florida. That coffee's good. That coffee's good. Let me see here. 1876, U.S. President grants Private Secretary Orville acquitted in the whiskey ring. Because I becomes president, he'll stop being right. Oh, man. Hey, Noodles. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well today. I just want to go where it's warm. 1877, first uh, Guernsey Cattle Club organizes New York City. Guernsey's in New York City. Wow. 1889, Astronomical Society of Pacific holds first meeting in San Francisco. Oh, tell me about it, Noodles. Tell me about it. Living the dream. What else we gonna do? I mean, seriously. 1894, Cripple Creek miners' strike led by the Western Federation of Miners begins in Cripple Creek, Colorado. That will go flying through the first window. In 1904, Baltimore catches fire, 1,500 buildings destroyed in 80 blocks. No, there's no escape. You are correct on that. You know, and I just said something this morning to one of the guys in our chat on Messenger. They were talking about trying to dig themselves out of the grave, but every single time they try to dig, the hole just gets bigger. And I told them to quit trying to dig, to dredge instead. I said, start off at the bottom, dig in. And when you got a flat surface, go up 12 inches and do the same thing again. Quit trying to dig your way out, because all you're doing is just making the hole bigger. But if you dredge in, before you know it, you're going to have steps built, and you can just walk yourself out of that hole. Once you've done that, you'll know you can accomplish anything. I said, one of these days you'll be stopping a speeding locomotive with your butthole. And they said, how will you know when you'll be able to do that? I said, big trains and little things will quit knocking you down. 1905, Dominican Republic signs treaty turning over customs collection to U.S. 1907, the Mud March, first large procession organized by the National Union of Women's Suffrage Societies. 1914, Charlie Chaplin debuts silent film character The Tramp in Kid Auto Races at Venice. Orb left the screen. 1914, steelworker completed on Exposition Auditorium, San Francisco. 1915, first wireless message sent from a moving train to a station received. 1922, John Willard's Cat and the Canary premieres in New York City. 'Very interesting. 1931, American opera Peter Iverson by Deems Taylor premieres at Metropolitan Opera in New York City. It's amazing how many things started off in New York City. For some reason today, people try to avoid that city like the plague, if you don't live there. I mean, unless you absolutely positively have to go there. A lot of what we have all over the country now started in New York City. 1934, first contract for TVA Power, Tupelo, Mississippi. 1936, a flag is authorized for U.S. Vice President. Welcome back, Santee. Glad you got your beautiful wife off to work. In 1936, Felix the Cat, animated film released by Van Buren Studios, licensed from Otto Messmer. Oh, I'd love to go to Italy. Just once in my life, I'd love to go to Italy. I want to hit the lottery. I want to hit the lottery, and I want to travel the world doing paranormal investigations all over the world. Uh, 1940, Walt Disney's second feature-length movie, Pinocchio, premieres New York City. Yeah, driving through 8 feet of snow and wind, maybe. The Gate of Europe. And what a beautiful gate it is. 1941, Frank Sinatra, Tommy Dorsey Orchestra record Everything Happens to Me. Pinocchio's childhood biography, Anthony Fauci. The Black Plague did start there. Yes, actually, I was just going to say something about that, Marco. I seen something on Italy the other day where they were talking about the raised courtyards in Venice and things like that. Underneath those raised courtyards are plague cemeteries. There are hundreds of bodies buried underneath those raised courtyards. Instead of leaving the exposed hills and stuff where they buried folks, they concreted over the top of them, put flat tops on them, and made observation points to the canals, raised courtyards to dine in, all kinds of stuff. And a lot of people don't realize that when they're sitting down and they're dining, or they're walking with their wives or husbands or their children or whatever, they're walking over the corpses of plague victims. 1943, shoe rationing begins in U.S. May purchase up to 3 more pairs in 42. Wow. 1944, Bing Crosby records Swinging on a Star for Decca Records. Academy Award, Best Original Song. 1945, Harry Truman appoints Irwin C. Molson, Judge of U.S. Customs Court. Good morning, country girl. Hope you're doing good this morning, love. Go by comparison was nothing. No, it wasn't. 1946, filibuster in U.S. Senate kills Fair Employment Practices Committee bill. Yeah, shoe rationing. Yeah. 1948, Cradle Will Rock closes at Mansfield Theater, New York City after 34 performances. 1948, Omar Bradley succeeds Dwight Eisenhower as U.S. Army Chief of Staff. Good. I'm glad you're doing great. 1950, Senator Joe McCarthy finds communists in U.S. Department of State equivalent Ministry of Foreign Affairs. In 1950, United States formally recognizes the state of Vietnam as the legitimate government of Vietnam, with Biao Dai as leader. In 1959, Cessna lands in Las Vegas after 65 days without landing, refuels in air. Wow. I didn't know you could refuel a small private plane like that in the air. Very cool. As of right now, Santee, the next investigation is going to be the 20th of this month at the Paw Paw Masonic Temple in Paw Paw, Michigan. That's that 1834 temple that we were going to do a month ago, but one of the Masonic members passed away. And when one of the members passes away in a certain area, they actually have a commemoration service for him at each temple in their area. So just to stay out of the way of their scheduling and stuff like that, we postponed that investigation, but it has now been set in stone for the 20th of this month. Uh, 1919, the grave digger here in Porta went to strike for a week. Oh, wow. Very interesting. 1962, U.S. President JFK begins blockade of Cuba by banning all Cuban imports and exports. 1964, Baskin-Robbins introduces beetle nut ice cream. Them poor little beetles. All laying there being castrated so they can make a new flavor of ice cream. And go figure, the same year, the Beatles land in New York's JFK Airport for the first U.S. tour. The Army came in to do the job of grave digging. Oh, wow. Wonder how many bodies piled up in that week from the grave diggers being on strike. I think it's going to be really cool. I think it's going to be really cool having a lot of the original antiques there, not to mention things that have been brought in from other locations. It really opens the door to residual hauntings and stuff like that. It's going to be very interesting. Plus, the history of the place is incredible. 1965, WVIZ TV, Channel 25. in Cleveland, Ohio begins broadcasting. 1966, KWCM TV Channel 10 in Appleton, Minnesota begins broadcasting. The Army did the job. Go figure. 1967, a fire at a restaurant in Montgomery, Alabama kills 25 people. Those grave diggers were standing all day picketing. They were dead on their feet. I bet they were. I bet they were. I don't know what that is right now, but it can go off there. Let me see here. Okay, check that out after the stream. 1968, WLED TV Channel 49 in Littleton, New Hampshire begins broadcasting. 1969, This Is Tom Jones debuts on ABC TV. In 1969, Diane Crump becomes first woman jockey at a major U.S. racetrack. Hialeah. The master of wordplay. Can you dig it? 1970, Jingle Jangle hits number 10 on the pop singles chart by the Archies. Sugar, sugar, na 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 na, oh honey, honey. This funeral, call it that, from morning till dusk. Wow, that's a lot of funerals. And 73, U.S. Senate creates Select Committee on Presidential Campaign Activities. Oh, honey, honey. Well, apparently the U.S. has won another medal in the Winter Olympics, and it looks like it could be a silver medal. This next one is credited as being Santee's inspiration. 1974, Mel Brooks' film Blazing Saddles opens in movie theaters starring Cleavon Little and Gene Wilder. Mongo like chocolate. The Archies was a band put together to play the songs for the Archies cartoon show. They were never meant to be a hit act on the radio. The songs were so popular from the show, they released them. Exactly. The same thing with the Monkees. the Monkees were actually supposed to be just a band for the show. And the songs became so popular that they actually started touring. And people went nuts. They were the poor man's Beatles. I got to split. Y'all have a good day. You too, Santee. Take care of yourself, man. Have a great day. We will talk to you later. 1976, FCC raids and shuts down pirate radio station WCPR, Brooklyn, New York. 1980, Pink Floyd premiere their live version of The Wall at the Los Angeles Memorial Sports Arena in Los Angeles, California. 1983, first female Secretary of Transportation sworn in, Elizabeth Dole. The same thing. Let me go my way. Work is calling. Well, if you must, have a good day, my friend. Take care of yourself. Stay safe, and we will catch you later, Marco. Great day to you too. In 1983, Jose Cuervo, single released by Shelley West, Billboard Song of the Year, 1983. 1984, American astronaut Bruce McCandless makes first untethered spacewalk. Very interesting. 1984, David, born without immunity system, touches his mother for the first time at age 12. Wow. Very cool. We'll see you later, Marco. Take care, my friend. 1984, Michael Jackson awarded a 4-foot-high platinum disc by CBS. 1985, New York, New York becomes the official anthem of New York City. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. You know, it's amazing. As many years as that song's been around, and they waited clear till 1985 to make that the official anthem of New York City. Wow. Good morning, Terry. Hope you're doing well this morning, dear. Tony Randall sang New York, New York as a gremlin in Gremlins 2. I didn't realize that was Tony Randall. Wow. Very cool. I did not know that was Tony Randall. In 1992, Mike Tyson testifies at his rape trial.
And I bet it sounded a lot like this. I don't know how she could call it rape, Your Honor. She picked me up in the bar and took me back up to her hotel room. What did she think we were going to do, place categories?
1994, Howard Stern stops a would-be jumper on the George Washington Bridge. After every Yankee game, they play that song. Sounds cool in the stadium. I bet it does. Queen actually performed a version of that for the original Highlander movie, which pretty much took place in New York City for the entire film. And you cannot find that copy of that song anywhere anymore. If I remember correctly, they and the company that put out that movie both got in trouble by the original copyright holders for that song. It was Tony Randall that played the voice of the super intelligent gremlin that was injected with the secret serum made by Christopher Lee's lab. Okay. 1997, U.S. and Russia announced summit to set for Helsinki, March 20th, 21st. (2018) The Los Angeles Times is bought by LA Dr. Patrick Soon-Shiong from Trump for $500 million. I had $500 million to spend. I don't think I would buy a newspaper. Might as well have bought the National Enquirer if you buy pretty much any news agency these days. 2018, White House aide Rob Porter resigns in wake of physical abuse allegations by ex-wives. wish I had 500 million. I'd be happy with 5 million. Spend 1, stick 4 in the bank, and live off the interest every year. And still be 2,000 times better than what we are today. Be able to help a lot of people. You figure interest on that is somewhere around $180,000 a year. For the average family that only brings in about $25,000 a year, you could help a lot of people. You could change a lot of lives with money like that. Total strangers and family alike. 2021, Sarah Thompson becomes the first woman to referee a Super Bowl in Tampa Bay, Florida. Practice must have been a plastic surgeon. Yeah, must have been. And that is all for today in history. Thank you, Rusty. It's pretty good stuff in there. Things I never heard of before, that's for sure. And just think, 15 minutes before you popped in to do Today in History, I believe it was Marco that spoke up and said, what? No Rusty today? I always tell them, if Rusty's not going to be here, Rusty always gets a hold of me right before the chat starts and lets me know that he has things he's got to do and probably won't make it. He didn't get a hold of me. So he's out there somewhere. 2021 Tampa Bay Buccaneers becomes first NFL team to win Super Bowl in their home stadium. It's about time. God, I love Arbuckle's coffee. I wish they sold it around here. Glug, 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 glug. Glug, 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 glug. I am seriously thinking, I know just that concept alone scares the hell out of a lot of you that know me, but I am seriously thinking about setting up the camera out in the kitchen one night here very, very soon and doing a full night live investigation of the kitchen. Setting the K2 meter up, setting the box and stuff up out there. Every morning, just about, we find something moved. Through the night, we will hear things through the wall because our bedroom is the next room over from the kitchen. When we go out there, we don't see anything. And I'm thinking very seriously about setting some of the equipment up out there, leaving it running all night, and running the camera just staring at the back door and seeing if we can pick up anything. I think it might be an enlightening stream. Every other Super Bowl was contested in a neutral site. Tampa had been chosen to host the game the year prior, and the Buccaneers made it to the game by winning the NFC title. Very cool. Oh, bitch. Why? Yes. Man, we are down to 7.5 minutes already. 7.5 minutes. I don't know where these morning streams come from. Has to be more interesting than Geraldo at Al Capone's safe. Probably will be, but who knows? Like I said, we lay there in bed at night, and there's been a couple of times that I've got woke up hearing a cabinet door close or something like that, and I'm thinking my daughter has got up in the middle of the night to go out and raid the refrigerator or the pantry or something looking for food. And I'll get out there and no one is out in the kitchen. Grandma's passed out asleep. I check in on my daughter. She's passed out in her room. And it's like, okay. And here lately, for some reason, I have been sleeping worse than I normally do. I went to bed at midnight last night, and in between midnight and 3 a.m., when I finally got out of bed, I woke up like 5 or 6 times. I thought something was opening our door, or someone was opening our door once, because we've got this little door stop that goes under the door, and it's got a pull that comes up out of it, and the door will hit against it when it pushes open. And it's our way of making sure our daughter don't have any of her devices at night so she sleeps, because we make her bring her laptop, her phone, and her tablet into our room at night. So I will hear that, I'll hear the door hit that thing, and I'll open my eyes up and nobody be there, or nobody be coming in the room or anything. I think it might be interesting. Depending upon whether or not a skillet has to soak overnight before we wash it. I've got up in the morning and found water dumped out of a skillet in the sink. We'll actually have the skillet sitting on the counter, and I'll hear a thump or something in the kitchen, and I'll go in there and the skillet be laying handle up in the sink basin with the water dumped out of it. So just weird stuff like that. So I'm thinking very seriously about doing that some night, just to see if we pick anything up. I was late getting up this morning. I'm still dead tired since having COVID cuties. I know, I want to sleep so bad. Ash is 13. I'll turn 54 October 8th, and she'll turn 14 October 10th. See, that's what I thought. Someone is sleepwalking or someone is sneaking around, but there's never anyone up. And a lot of times when I hear noises in the kitchen, I'll just open our door, because when you walk out of the kitchen, you're in our living room, and right behind the couch, if you turn to the right, is our bedroom doorway. So I see anybody coming out of the kitchen. And I'll sit there and just try to wait for her to come out so I can surprise her and scare the crap out of her. And after 10 minutes of standing there, I walk out in the kitchen and there's nothing there. So I don't know. Eighth grade. Eighth grade. She'll be a freshman next year. Hey, Wook. Good to see you, bub. Like, shared, tweeted. Good morning, Candy. Thank you, love. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Wook. I appreciate that. I really do. I try hard, especially, after all that crap happened back in 2016. I really try to stay as healthy as I can now. Changing my eating habits, losing weight. I try. Not to mention, as you can see, I shaved the sides of all this crap off because, every time my daughter would walk past me or something like that, she would tell me I looked old. And I was getting ribbing and stuff from our friends up at the grocery store about when the wife and I would go up there, they would tell her how nice it was to bring her dad out, let him out of the house once in a while. So yeah, I got rid of the sides of that thing. Look, he needs glasses. Well, see, the problem is, Rusty, when she does keep her electronics, she don't sleep at all. Then she sleeps in class all day. So history taught us take the electronics away, alleviate the urge to be on them chatting with your friends and stuff, and playing games with your friends and stuff, and everything all night long. Now she's allowed to have her electronics Friday night and Saturday night, and she will literally not go to bed till 7 o'clock in the morning. She gets up for school at 6. And then me being the huge throbbing bunghole that I am, I'm in there waking her up at 8 on Saturday and Sunday mornings to get things done. So I have glasses, but I'm out of bullet whiskey. Oh, ouch. Never good. Never good. That's why I only drink mine on special occasions. Should install a power cutoff switch for that roof. I need to install a small range EMP projector or something like that, so it just kills her battery power and everything, because she'll leave those things plugged in all day long. That way they hold a charge all night long. So killing the power won't kill her fun and games. Good idea though. I've actually thought about going in there and just flipping the switch and the breaker on her, but then I realized she doesn't even have them plugged in. Smart kid, smart kid. But all right, guys and gals, it is that time. It is time for me to be like a fat baby and head out. Time for me to be like a tree and leave. Time for me to be like a bunch of penguins and get the flock out of here. So don't forget, tonight we are going to just have a good old-fashioned kickback, fun, laugh, joke-telling live stream. It's going to be open mic. Give everybody a chance to come up here on the panel with me, tell a joke, make some people laugh, tell a couple jokes. Don't matter. Good morning, Bigfoot, we are getting ready to walk out the door, my friend. But at least you showed up. And you know you're always welcome to do that. But yeah, tonight is just going to be kicking back, laughing, telling jokes, having fun. I don't care how mild or wild the jokes are. So be studying up on your NC-17 jokes and all that ornery crap. And tonight, everybody going to get a chance to either put them in chat or tell them live right on screen. So I'm out of here. You guys all have a great day. Take care. You too, Rusty. Take care of yourself, bud. But you guys all take care. Have a great day. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. God bless you. God love you. I do. We'll catch you all tonight. Have a good Monday. Love you too, Wook.